Honkai will ever do the same revenue as Genshin, but still, you have another shot on the goal. So that's really important.
And it's important also to say they have 5,000 employees. Let's not forget about that.
No.
Come on, you
Let
can't
me
even
show you
compete.
one other thing that you won't believe it's here. Like to see like the extent of like how much production value they're throwing into it.
Oh yeah.
How much employees do you think King has, just to compare it? King, PlayerX, like some of these companies.
This is no bullshit gaming podcast, 2.5 Gamers. Sharing actionable insights, dropping knowledge from our day-to-day user acquisition, game design, and ad monetization jobs. We are definitely not discussing the latest industry news, but having so much fun. Let's not forget this is a 4 a.m. conference discussion vibe, so let's not take it too seriously.
Should be all good. Hello, everybody. Welcome to session number 88. My name is Matej Lancaric.
I'm miserable Felix Braberg.
I'm happy Jakub Remiar.
There you go. Welcome. So what are we talking about today? Except
no, so we got some critique when we were at Robicon. We actually got some critique from people who actually prefer listening to our podcast.
Okay,
that they don't really understand what's going on. So we're going to make a better job. Thanks for the feedback to actually narrate. And I'm going to start off this new 2.5 Gamers tradition off by explaining to our dear listeners that Matej is currently sitting in front of a beach and a pool in a background, and it's -4 in Berlin. I don't know what temperature is in Bratislava or Bislav, as Remo likes to call it.
Amazing. Yeah, it's 35 degrees outside on the beach. It's fine. That's why I'm in Bratislava.
You can see all of Matej's tattoos. So I'm going to narrate. So he's got a what kind of tattoo is that? He's got the Powerpuff Girls. He's got Invaders, Mario. Yeah, Space
Pokemon.
Invaders. Yeah, exactly.
Ash and Pikachu.
Yeah, and he's got this smug smile on his face.
That's very true. That's very true.
And we're your hosts.
And
what are we talking about today?
Exactly.
Yeah. So today is a HoYoverse special, or for those who don't remember, MiHoYo, because I got into beta of their new game called Zenless Zone Zero.
I watched one video. Yeah, I watched one video on YouTube earlier today of one creator complaining about not getting a closed beta access after signing an NDA. As they kicked me out, blah blah blah. Like what? Like why is this such a big deal?
Yeah, why is this a big deal? Because they have ads. Is that why it's a big deal?
It's all over the internet anyway. So
yeah, now it is. But the closed beta is quite rare to get in. That's what I understood.
So you need
Felix,
to have
that's why we are not there.
Whatever 200 hours played on Honkai Star Rail, maybe they'll love you then, like I did.
Okay, I have 0.
See?
Oh shit, you got more than me.
Yeah. Anyway,
in Berlin.
I got negative hours.
So So we're not only talking about the Zenless Zone Zero, we're also comparing it with other big portfolio games of the MiHoYo company or HoYoverse, and pretty much talking about all the differences. Why is this a big deal?
Yeah,
because every time they launch a game, they spike into 150 million a month, and then the game makes shitload of money, and it's pretty much they're pushing the next generation of games regarding the cross-platform specialty they do.
Before we start,
the Supercell of the East.
I would say better.
Before we start, can you hear the pool, or is it okay?
No.
We don't worry.
Don't worry.
Okay, perfect.
It's not saying anything.
Okay, good. Okay, very good.
Don't worry.
Okay. So before we start, let's do some kind of a recap, as we always like to. So Genshin Impact launched September 2020 with first 30 days mobile-only IP revenue of 157 million. And currently...
Can you show this on Sensor Tower, maybe?
Yeah, hopefully. And currently, its lifetime revenue should be 3.8 billion.
Wow. Okay. Not bad.
So that's regarding the Genshin.
So for those people who are listening, right now we're sharing a screen with Sensor Tower with a big graph going up to the right.
Oh man, come on, bro.
Yes.
You don't need to do it always.
I'm
so,
joking.
So that's Genshin Impact. That was the first kind of big of those games. Don't forget that these guys aren't really like one or two hit wonders. The company already had like the Honkai franchise before, and Honkai the third is actually their second biggest game on portfolio, which was launched September 2016, and altogether it did 800 something like 800 plus million on mobile only. These games are cross-platform, as we were saying, so the revenue that we are talking about is just could be 60%, 50%. We don't know how much stuff it grosses on console and PC, but it's definitely big. So count.
Who owns this company,
up.
and is it publicly listed?
No, it's the original name was Otakus Saving the World. About 4 people in dorm creating this amazing beast. So I think it's still privately.
Okay.
There you go.
Not bad, but like you also need to say they have 4,000 employees.
5,000.
5,000.
And increasing every hour. We're talking.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Now when the Nuverse kind of like got destroyed, so I think there will be a lot
of people switch here.
People switching jobs.
Yeah. So that's for Genshin Impact. Honkai Star Rail, their current kind of second biggest game, or let's say second biggest as for size, not revenue. Launched this year, April 2023. We covered it from time to time. Its first 30 days, it launched 187 million, which is 30 million more than Genshin. But these numbers are a little bit finicky, so I wouldn't really give them that much kind of a benchmark, as these games have very, very spiky revenue regarding their profile, because it's completely dependent on gacha and gacha pools. The moment the new character arrives in this kind of special gacha pool, there's a spike. And if you look at Genshin revenue or Honkai revenue, it's pretty much like these spikes all the time. Every time they release new content, like with their 3-week cadence, there's a giant spike.
The question
Can
is,
you explain
which
for our
of these
listeners
spikes?
What a gacha pool is, just quickly, so they understand?
Which of these spikes is Kafka coming into the game?
Which of these spikes? Yeah, I can show. Kafka was pretty successful. The gacha pools, like the Asian system of gacha, it means that you have, let's say, normal gacha pool where you have the usual characters where you can roll anytime you want, and then you have these special characters which come into just like, let's say, once a year or 2 times a year maximum, and you have only that time when you can like pretty much pick the lottery there, the loot boxes in that gacha pool, to get a chance of obtaining this special event character. Otherwise, you don't have a chance. So it's very limited. It works perfectly. It's this very proven Asian system that all the big games have been using, from Puzzle and Dragons, Monster Tiger.
Basically, you need to spend shit ton of money to actually get this special character, which is only available in a very short amount of time. If you miss it, then you're fucked, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy. That's there. If we want to look more close to it, maybe this could be it. I think the one that we're looking was Kafka here in August, which is the big spike, around 11 million a day, and then you see how this is
once a month. There's a big spike.
Yeah,
every 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks
when the new gacha hits in. It's killer cadence, by the way. Like how much content they can dish out with every single one of their games. Like if I put here Genshin, it's even
This is actually like how Diggy's Adventure looked like. Obviously on a very like lower scale like what we see here, like
that's
multiple
how it
millions.
These games. Yeah, so thanks guys from Sensor Tower for being able to show this. But yeah, this is pretty much how HoYoverse operates. It's like standard pattern for like a gacha based Asian company, and it's very, very kind of proven profitable. So this brings us to Zenless Zone Zero, which was revealed in May 2022 and had its second closed beta pretty much right now as I'm playing it. I think it's until December 12th.
Show it.
Yeah, something like that. Then the expectation is...
How did you get in?
Yeah, how did you... Did you sign an NDA, so now you're breaking the NDA?
No, there wasn't any. There was just a questionnaire.
He's not even a creator yet. That's the thing.
So there was a giant questionnaire, literally like 20 minutes, guys, like 20 minutes of which games you play and what do you think about those games that you play and which and how many times and all of these really and then like 20 different more questions.
Wow.
So
it
probably
took you 20 minutes to do it?
Yeah, literally took 20 minutes to do it just to kind of fill it out. Yeah, I guess they were pretty much like taking into consideration not only that, but also kind of my gaming history with their account and like stuff like that, maybe. So my guess is that,
and also my 200
PC.
hours.
Yeah, 200 hours definitely, but also my PC because I have very beefy PC, and usually I got pretty much lucky with like my configuration because they want to have like diverse configurations to see like if it's buggy on like different graphic cards and so on and so forth.
So, this looks amazing, by the way.
Can you press the hide button so we don't have that Google thing at the bottom?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let me start in our video store because in this game you actually are the owner of a video shop.
So what is this all about? Why are we talking about it again? That's the question. Why?
Again, the expected release date for this game is again April, and like somewhere like Q2 to Q4 next year. We'll see what happens, but it seems the game's like it's there. Like I don't see anything that's like need that much kind of a work or whatever. I was comparing the systems between the beta they did last year and this beta, and they rework some of the systems, especially the character progression vectors and stuff like that. We talk about it, but this seems pretty finished to me. So I would guess this is gonna release soon. Let's see.
So but it's not like a Supercell closed beta when they kill all the betas. This is just closed beta.
I don't think
like
so. These guys will kill it. No. I mean, it's not going to happen. And this, keep in mind, this is not soft launch. This is closed beta.
Yeah, it's closed beta.
It's there and then disappears, not on the store, so on and so forth.
Oh,
why have you locked Bango 6 in a room?
No, he's just like opening the door, man. He's so nice for me.
Wow.
And I have also Bango 11 doing our shop here. 18, sorry.
18.
Yeah, that's a different story.
He's selling the thing. Like you actually need to match like the movies with the mood of the day, like comedy movies, retro movies, whatever movies. I'll get to it later.
Okay, let's take a step back. Like, what's the fuck is this game about? Like, what are you doing?
The story is a little bit
except
different.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks amazing. The story is a little bit different than your usual kind of MMORPG. It's this kind of a hacky post-apo whatever utopia something thing where there's this city called New Eridu where I'm currently in.
Is it a Netflix series?
No, not yet. And like not yet, I'm connected with these kind of agents in the different world called like Hollow, and I'm pretty much navigating them to do stuff and whatever, blah blah blah. And the story is again very heavy as per usual Hoyo game, where there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of stuff. We can actually do some mission to kind of show like how it actually looks, or whatever.
So a bit more like a GTA type of mission.
No. Actually, this is the big difference between Genshin, Honkai, and this game. It's more and more closer. So Genshin is the only one that's like real open world action RPG, like you can go anywhere. With Honkai, it's like semi-open because there's like special environments that you can teleport into and like go in there. This is completely corridor-based.
Now we're talking. Amazing.
They actually got rid of the corridors here completely compared to Honkai. I'll show you. They have this very interesting mini game, which is the movement game. They literally have the movement game. So I'll show you. Yeah, of course, the usual chat. That's like, they still didn't kind of go away.
Are you chatting with like some horse girls in here?
No, this is like
I was wondering what his wife thinks about him chatting to horse girls, like fake horse girls on text.
This is actually a cat girl, like Nekomata is a cat girl. There's also a wolf guy here in the game.
Getting better. Of course there is. Of course there is. Yeah.
So we're gonna meet her. So let's talk with her.
I hope so.
Yeah, here she is.
Oh,
she's very cute.
Yeah, of course. She has pretty good abilities, by the way. So
okay.
Yeah. So as per se, there's like very heavy story. Like these guys, like it's fully voiceover. Of course, like I have the Japanese voiceover here, but yeah, you can select which one you want.
Anything else.
Yeah. Like the you can see the production values and like animations, everything on this. Like I'm pretty much playing like a real time anime. Like there's not much. Yeah. Let's go. The other interesting thing is also that there's like different cinematics. Ones are like fully animated CGI. The other one like these like comic scenarios. So like I can imagine like how much kind of man hours went into it, because this is like even more kind of double down on production values than Honkai. Yeah, we can go.
And now we're looking at animation.
Yeah. These are different characters. So the battles here work similarly to Honkai. It's pretty much like a segment, but then it's not turn-based. It's pretty much completely real-time.
Oh,
so
sick.
And the combat system is very, very different compared to Honkai, because it's again like Honkai is turn-based RPG. But even with Genshin, because Genshin is kind of very slow and
Jesus
not that
Christ, what's happening?
frantic. Yeah,
This looks
literally
so much fun.
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
like
really good actually.
The combat is very like combo heavy. Like, just to stop here a little bit, let me show you before I ram into next fight. So I have my basic attack. This is just like basic attack. Yeah, here it is. If I chain it, it creates whatever. See? Then you have the like dodge thing, because this game, compared to the other RPGs, and this is like a very big difference, there's no healing abilities. You literally need to dodge stuff. If you don't dodge stuff, you die.
Then you die.
Like
okay.
very simple. There's their special. Or special with kind of a boost of energy, and then you switch. And I counted up, and there's literally 10 different abilities that you can use, even though you see 4 buttons on the screen, but they come into different contexts. Because let's say they have this mechanic that when I'm getting hit by an enemy, the game offers me to switch with a different character, and he evades and also strikes right into the combo.
Ooh.
So there's like 3 to 4 different kind of a special combo combination that you need to keep up with. And it produces the usual easy to learn, hard to master feeling, literally. Like, I could imagine like I could be playing this for months and still have things that I would need to master, just by finger memory, literally.
Okay. Cool. We'll show some more combat. So who are these people we're fighting?
See? So these are the agents that the proxy is currently helping, the guy you see behind the monitor. He's represented by that whatever, the guy, it's not here, but the whatever creature, the different one, the Bangaloo, or what was it that you were complaining? So that's his representation in this world. And in this world, there's some kind of a corruption, and these people are supposed to be some kind of corrupted people or whatever monsters, as per usual. Like in every
just
like even
Slovakia
Honkai
like
style.
2 years from now.
Yeah, something like that.
Pretty
like
much.
The enemies are kind of nameless because it makes them kind of easier to kill, not really feel for. So that's what's same in Honkai Star Rail.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's very stylish, very, very stylish.
Very stylish.
Like similar to something like Devil May Cry or all these like slashers. It's very,
reminds
very
me of the finishing moves in Tekken when you're playing the story mode.
Yeah, exactly. And there's actually like a free mode just to train you the combo moves. It's like it has even closer to that usual kind of a, how do you even call it, like Street Fighter or whatever. Tekken, what's the genre?
Fighting game.
Fighting game, yeah, let's say. Yeah, we go with the cat girl. So it's very frantic, very rewarding if you know what you're doing, even though it seems like everything is moving and you don't know the shit what's happening, but it's in the end, it's very precise, lots of decisions. Actually, the characters have elements and the enemies have elemental affinities, so you need to choose carefully which one to select which and which point, so on and so forth. So those things works perfect. And you see it's very, very satisfying. Looks amazing. Pity that you can see my S-grade waifu, because this is a story mission. I'll show you later.
There's waifus in here.
Well,
yeah, of course.
Come on, like,
I got like immediately from
Felix,
the gacha and got the top rarity character made.
Oh wow! You think that was on purpose because they knew you were an
scripted,
influencer?
100% scripted. Come on,
maybe,
maybe no. We will never know. It's definitely scripted. Anyway,
use like ultimate here. Yeah, so
so
that was the combat.
Jakub is fighting. Jakub is fighting all
Jakub is fighting, and Jakub just
and
won
it looks
the game.
amazing. It looks really amazing.
It looks really fun. And
if you want,
if you want to
see if you want to see the fight and the scene and the battle and everything, just go and check out the YouTube channel, which you should definitely be subscribed.
This is what I was saying. So there's not only those CGIs where like characters are talking or scenes are happening. There's also these
like
kind of nice comic strips that are happening. That are like, as I said, like I can imagine how much kind of man hours into these things had to go.
I mean, if you have 5,000 people in the whole company, then let's say 30% is on the new game, which is still like, but if you combine 50 companies in Europe,
yeah,
basically.
And this is going to be played on mobile and desktop. This is cross-platform.
Console, PC, and mobile, all of it. Nice. So the only thing they're missing is browser, but yeah.
How can you play this on mobile? Seriously,
what? This looks very beefy to be on mobile.
Exactly the same. Looks exactly the same.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks
exactly the same.
How can you play
it? You play the same. Like I didn't see that big of a difference actually when I was playing it on mobile and when I was playing it on PC.
What kind of mobile device do you have? High end?
Yeah, high end. Just don't have a problem with that. Let me show you like the. This girl can actually shoot black holes.
Oh, that's what she does.
From the suitcase.
Yeah, from a suitcase, of course.
Amazing.
It's pretty good because it bunched the mobs together and like good splash damage.
Oh my god! Okay.
Yeah, so
this actually looks like quite a lot of fun.
But like guys, keep the thing that this is pretty much a mobile first game.
Yeah, that's what I'm like still trying to understand.
This is going to make so much money.
Yeah,
this is going to make so much money.
Okay, so but what's the monetization strategy in here? Gacha pools and that's it basically, and just new content.
The thing is that now that we see a third game, I can clearly say that HoYoverse is joining the ranks of Hobby and they're using their template.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
We'll go over it right after we finish this gorgeous comic.
You can press skip, you know?
Oh, right.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, exactly. That's what I do all the time. Easy.
Yeah. So the combat looks gorgeous. Is like the best iteration it can be. Easy to learn, hard to master. Very, very deep. It's goes directly into the progression because it's affinity based. But let's talk about the monetization. So, we can actually try it now. Why not?
Yeah.
So there's the usual double gacha, the standard one, and the event one. Even the closed beta has one in the event where you have this mate Ellen as the current kind of go-to character. Actually, let's pull Temple. Why not?
Why not?
What are we doing now then?
Pulling 10 characters, which is the usual way how you get these, which is the most expensive thing. And we did A only, which we didn't get S, the best one. So most of the time you get this kind of crap, which is just like the filler crap that you need to get because, or like these guys, these are like battle pads on top of the main characters.
Yeah.
And then at some point, there's going to be a roll and you're going to see like a normal character, hopefully a new one that I don't have. Not yet.
No. Okay, so
not yet. The animation is amazing as usual.
Yeah, it's true.
Like even the expectation of it. Yeah, here we go.
Hey.
This one I already get.
Bigger?
So
do you have him already?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm gonna unlock his talent because it's good.
It's a bear with a rocket launcher. Like what else do you need?
It's not a rocket launcher. There's like concrete on it. It seems like a sledgehammer.
Concrete launcher. Okay. Easy.
Yeah, we can also do one more in the standard gacha just to see if we get anything useful and skip it.
Skip it?
No.
No. So we got again just A. So who we got? Good. We got that sister of Nicole. We're gonna upgrade that.
That one. That's amazing. Who the fuck is that?
All right, show some upgrade.
Yeah, so that's the really the usual. Like I didn't see any like differences. Even the like PT timers, like how much like this table is exactly the one that you see in Honkai Star Rail. Literally exactly the rates, the percentages, everything's like completely the same. Which is
they
like
tell you that you have 1% likelihood of drawing that character that you really want.
No, like man, this is the thing. It's all based on PT timers. You see here, 50 pulls guarantees you S rank character, the highest rarity. With exclusive one, it's 80 pulls. That's it.
You just buy yourself through the S rank character.
Yeah. Like it's Signal Shop does exactly the same compared to Honkai. Like literally the same. It's just the thing with this game is like very unintuitive with their currencies because usually Asian games follow this kind of like I don't know legacy themes so every time you had like gems, you have these kind of rainbow themed gems or something. And here, for instance, it's called film. This is the hard currency, really. Took me a while to like even understand like what's this. Then you have these master tapes and whatever, it's called the same, but you cannot really, this was like special train ticket and whatever train ticket in Honkai. So it's like literally like half of the time I was playing it, it was like, guess which currency is the other currency in Honkai, so you understand it. Literally, that was me playing it, because I couldn't imagine like a new person like Matej or Felix waltz into here and like knows what means what. It's like completely unintuitive. But regarding the agents, or let's say the characters, again, this is the S1 that I have currently. Again, the things here are really the same as in Honkai, but again, looks completely different until you get to it. Like, for instance, these are the eidolons there, meaning the duplicate talents that like in Honkai you have the same. So let's say we have our bear guy, which means that now we have duplicate of, we can actually unlock one of his more talents, because whatever, when successfully blocking an enemy, ban special attack, the block enemy damage is reduced by 30%, which is great because this guy is a tank. So you can see that pretty much I can absorb 6 more copies of Ben in order to unlock all of his talents here, let's say. And here, for instance, I have his skills, which he has a shit ton, and I can again unlock some more. So this is kind of pretty standard progression as to Honkai. Regarding the items, like again, it's the same, but it has this kind of a bullshit menu where it looks like a revolver or whatever, but it's pretty much the same. So there's like inventory for 6 items, which are called discs, like literally like music theme, whatever, but it's your classic, you know, gloves, helms, boots, armor, whatever. And then you have the usual weapon, which is like...
But you said you have a video store, no?
What do you mean? I don't know. That's like,
because like it's like like a theme, like
yeah,
you said,
like everything tries to go in this like super stylish theme, but sometimes it's like super confusing. But yeah, once you get into it, like you can just pick. Yeah, it's the same. So the progression with Honkai or Genshin or whatever, like I'm just gonna really do a like universal overview. So you have the main character. You want multiple copies of it to fully unlock his skills. Then you want to use all the soft currencies to jam up his level to max, which is usually 80 or something. Then you want to upgrade his skills, as I said, through duplicates and through some more like level up currencies, which again will increase his output damage. And on top of it, he has equipment, which again you need to upgrade separately. And then this like special weapon, it's called Light Cone in Honkai, or like Genshin, that's just literally the weapon, which has some kind of defining effect on his gameplay. For instance, here we have the Kiss of Death, deals 40% more attribute anomaly damage, whatever. So that's that.
I'm assuming that you have to upgrade your characters to keep progressing in the fights, because otherwise you get your ass kicked.
Yeah, you get to ask exactly. And you see the depth of it, like how many vectors I need to upgrade is the usual thing where we counted like with Jingyuan or whoever I was counting last time, it took like 6 or 7k euro in order to get like fully upgraded. Only the eidolons, not only the like equipment upgrades and everything. And on top of it, I doesn't have it unlocked here, but the stats here, they're randomized. So you want to pull in more and more of these artifacts because you want to find the perfect combination for your character. For instance, here I would have like whatever crit damage, crit chance, whatever agility, my elemental. So it again takes a lot more time in order to get the perfect roll. So it's again the usual, like this is exactly the same between the games. A little bit different because Honkai has 4 slots and 2 different slots. Genshin has 5 slots, and this guy has 6 slots, which is good. I think even better because it gives them more strategy, because item sets have like 2 set bonuses and 4 set bonuses, so you can again min-max a little bit more with these. But yeah, it's pretty much the same. Yeah, so exactly the same.
What's the spend death, would you say? Like how much, or is it unlimited?
As I said, like it's no, it's not unlimited, but it's like very, very deep.
It's
like,
a lot.
As I said, to get like fully unlocked Jinguan, it took like something like 7k, as I was counting like a similar character in Honkai Star Rail. So yeah, and this is one. You need multiples of these. Yeah. Because the thing is that, let's say here, it's even more interesting regarding the elemental system, because you have the 5 elements, which is like electric, fire, whatever, I forgot. And then you have the strike, the pierce, and the slash, different kind of combat types. And you need to kind of, combine those, because let's say here, if you go... where we are. Not here. Where was it? Somewhere it was.
What are we trying to find?
Here. Pretty much, the character has bonuses if you pair it with different characters of specific type and different characters of specific type also. Meaning that, let's say, if I have my electric character and I pair it with like Fire Pierce or whatever Ether Pierce
there's a
character,
bonus.
There's a bonus. So it incentivizes you to build different parties in order to like overcome different problems. So it's excellent. Like, yeah, there's the proven method. Keep in mind that this is again completely a PvE driven game. Like, this is my biggest grudge with HoYoverse games. Guys, you need to start thinking about social elements. I was talking to my friend Groviocon. It was exactly the same thing. Like, how can you still drive like long-term retention and LTV without social elements? Because these guys don't have that many social elements, or literally zero. So they need to start.
You said that when we were talking about Honkai, exactly the same thing.
Yeah. It will suffer, unfortunately. So that's there. Like,
it'll only make 2 billion instead of 3 billion.
I don't know. By the way, very interesting thing. This is super interesting. So Genshin Impact actually did 3 times more revenue this November than Honkai Star Rail. So we were talking a lot about these like cannibalizations and blah, and like Honkai is gonna eat up Genshin. No, it's not happening. Where I have that nice screen. Yeah, here we are. So if we look into it, so what's actually happening here is that Honkai is going down heavily in November to something like 30 mil a month, but actually Genshin recovered to 100 mil a month.
Amazing.
So
how come?
Yeah,
the content or just
this is amazing. My guess is content, or like it's just like more sticky end game or some kind of thing there. But like you see this valley of Honkai that pretty much eat out of it, but it's still recovered to the original baseline, which is 100 mil a month.
Sure, so but then you said
all the naysayers that were saying that like Genshin is gonna die because of Honkai or whatever, or like you can like multiples of these games. Like,
wait a second.
DAU, please. I just want to see like how many people are driving this amount of revenue.
DAU.
Okay. Yeah, you said Honkai decreased quite heavily, and now Genshin increased. So when Genshin is down, Honkai is up, and the other way around. So it's like there is some kind of cannibalization, no?
The problem is that Honkai has just worse monetization overall per user.
Okay.
See? It's just more generous. They're much more generous with Honkai. That's why I'm still playing it, because it's very generous. I really don't need to spend in order to like challenge all the things in the game.
Okay. Well, so like, what's the biggest difference in terms of like monetization in that case?
They just give you more resources. Like I can literally.
So you don't need okay.
I just don't, for instance, last week, or let's say this cycle, I was again like it takes me like 3 cycles to save up for a character, and I can get it.
Okay, what do you mean?
So
cycles?
I cannot get like the gacha cycles like each 3 weeks.
Okay.
There's a new seasonal character, and if I save up and like play as I should optimally, I can get every 3 cycles a new character, like 5
without
star.
Spending
without spending shit, without battle pass, without anything, without nothing.
Amazing.
So
okay, so but you can't do that in Genshin. Pretty much.
Probably not, or just there's maybe like different systems or vectors. I'm sorry, I'm not that like well versed with Genshin, but it seems they have much better kind of monetization per user there. Yeah. Okay. And you see like the revenue is going down, but users are the same. It's not that like users are the game's great. Like don't get me wrong, but like
also,
let's see.
So in that case, do you think they're going to borrow monetization features from Genshin or Honkai?
The monetization feature is exactly the same. The question is what's the tightness of the economy? Like how much you screw up
balancing and all of the
the balancing. The balancing is the key here. Because for instance, one big difference between these games is their energy system setup. Honkai recently launched this other thing that you can save up energy if you go up to max. Which is that like you know this fulfills and doesn't go higher. But in Honkai, the second energy kicks in, which regenerates 3 times slower, and you can accumulate it for 30 days. So it's very, very generous. And all these other games, this one and Genshin don't have that. So it's just like more, let's say, tight or whatever.
Yeah, but answers my question. It's like more going to be more closer to the Genshin in that case.
Yeah, that's my guess. It's going to be more closer to Genshin.
What's the cadence of these games are coming out, right? Is it like, so you had Genshin. How long did it take to come out with Honkai?
Genshin,
and then how long is it coming out with this?
Honkai Star Rail was April 2023, and expectation is for this to hit like next April.
Year Q2, right?
Yeah, next year.
About a year and a half to 2 years, they're coming out with a new game.
Yeah, no, it's not a year and a half. Keep in mind that like there's 3 years between Honkai and Genshin, but between these games it's just 1 year, like, because they already have all the systems built. That's the power of the template.
Yeah.
And also the other thing that people need to understand is these guys are no new to this like heavy slashing combat system, because this is pretty much Honkai the Third, their previous game. So they have the know-how, and now they have the systems. They're just mix and matching, like, you know, building blocks of their own game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Similar to the creative production, when you have like multiple different creative concepts, you can mix and match like different creatives into one. Yeah.
These Chinese companies like Hobby, Lilith, and MiHoYo, HoYoverse, like these are very smart because they're building up on their genre expertise. Usually ends up building in a template, and they can dish out games in like half the time that games are usually done in the West, because they just, you know, bam, 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 go the same thing. Of course, some of those fail. Don't get me wrong. Like regarding the graph, it doesn't seem that Honkai will ever do the same revenue as Genshin, but still, you have another shot on the goal. So that's really important.
And it's important also to say they have 5,000 employees. Let's not forget about that.
No.
Like, come on, you can't even compete. Let me show you one other thing
that you won't believe it's here. Like to see like the extent of like how much production value they're throwing into it.
Oh yeah.
How many employees do you think King has, just to compare it? King, PlayerX, like some of these companies.
Well, King, what I would say, I've got like 800,000, and that's just a guess.
I think PlayerX has about 2,000 maybe, or 1,500. Something like that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of people.
So tell us in the comment section.
Yeah, if you know.
I mean, we can check basically easily. But it would be, what the fuck? Nice. So we are looking at the snake.
And this is not the competitive version. They even have a competitive version of Snake where it's 2v2.
And who, like, are you playing? Obviously, it's not with a real player, right?
No, this is computer, of course.
Yeah, okay. But I mean, 2v2 is also computer.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
okay. It's amazing.
Like,
you can play Snake.
I looked it up. Guess how many employees PlayerX has and King has?
So PlayerX is 500, I think, and King, I would say.
No, PlayerX is much more.
PlayerX is 4,000.
Those are heavy content. Yeah,
PlayerX
exactly.
is 4,000.
What did you expect, like with hidden object games and stuff like that?
And King, as of 2017, had 2,000 people.
Okay, I suck at guessing.
Like
you know what you don't suck at? Sitting in front of a pool.
PlayerX used to have hidden object games before they had to have shitload of people, but now they have match 3 games, which is still like very content heavy. So,
but they acquired also like few studios just for like content production.
In Croatia and Serbia.
Yeah, I know.
But this is the production value of this game. I'm literally playing a Snake, a game within a game.
Oh wow, game within a game. I mean,
it's actually very amazing.
How is this very
you can even kill the other snakes, like if you play it wisely. See?
Of course, efficiently.
Rainbowy. Like what more can you do? Like how can you compete against these guys? Honestly. So
I mean, like, why is this amazing? Tell me, because I mean, I'm looking at you playing Snake. Wow. So what?
Because it prolongs engagement. You know, like you have different flavors of things that you can get there. You don't just need to grind the same thing and then you're done.
Yeah, but man, like I'm not gonna play Snake in this game. I'm gonna play Snake elsewhere. Come
you
on.
know why we're gonna play Snake? I show you
Tell
here
me.
with achievements because they're gonna give hard currency for achievements that you can get from it.
Now
So
we
we're
are
gonna play it,
talking.
trust
Now
me.
we are talking. Now we are talking. It's like, yeah, well, if you give
that
me
makes
context,
sense.
that
You know why they have it here? Because you run out of energy and need to have something to do. That's why.
of course, yeah, that makes okay. That's clever. I mean, we talked about this games within games kind of concept already, like at the beginning of the year. We have one game with multiple games inside.
They have a sushi shop, of course, and like cafeteria.
How many different games are in this game basically?
The mini games mean?
Yeah.
I just seen 3, but this is just like a nice flavor of like buffs, getting buffs from like vendors. This is like combat buff for like 5 battles. It gives you whatever something. Yeah, there's like a guy with a coffee shop down here the street. Here he is.
Hello.
So whatever Tin Master special, again the same. Like just like you see, like why would you put an animation into like so much resources got into it out of no obvious reasons?
Yeah.
Like this would be like a press of a button in normal RPG game, like use consumable.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
The production values are crazy
like,
high.
Like a character around it, whatever. There's even story progression with this guy. He wanted like he gives me missions, whatever, and then like these 3 things, which is like again like a shop guys, whatever. So yeah, it's like amazing, like how much manpower is put into it. Like how there's even there's like scratch lotto here. The guy's finally awake. There it is.
So are these guys based in China or are they based in Japan or where are they building these games? China.
China. Yeah, so there's even like a newspaper here. Why not? Like, so everything.
Next time we are in China, which should be next year, then I need to pay them a visit.
Definitely want to talk with them because they're amazing. Let me show you one more thing. The modes of the game. Actually, the modes are also very important because you have the usual story mode, which is again similar to like a HoYoverse game, where it just goes to the main story missions, unlock stuff, goes through like different environments, unlocks different character, blah blah blah. Then you have the side missions, again very similar, pretty much the same thing. But then you have these like special modes. I haven't played that far to unlock those, but I checked them out, and they are the usual. Like one is called the. Where it is? One is called, I forgot the name, but it's pretty much like a very roguelite driven game as per usual.
Nice.
And the other one is a pure combat only boss mode. So you don't. Oh, I didn't show you the minigame. Yeah, I need to show you the minigame. But let me show you the minigame because the minigame is very important and it's the one big thing that they added into it. So let's continue. We don't want story mode.
Where is the minigame?
Yeah, so let's go with this thing. You'll see. Because it's completely different how you navigate environment in like Genshin or Honkai. Because you would walk into actual environment. Here, there's this TV minigame where you pretty much, this is the like whatever. Not Squid Game. This is the like the board of where your character moves, like think Monopoly board. So you go around it and you pick different encounters in it, and you need to solve puzzles actually in it and like do stuff around it. It's very interesting. And what they did is they
spell that.
So they switched this like compared to Honkai, for instance. In Honkai, you would literally like walk a physical environment, and then like you would see a guy, and you would pick a battle with it, and it would switch into turn-based battle. Here, you have this whatever guy going into this kind of hollow matrix, and for instance, there I collected coins. Then here, let's say there's a battle right here. Don't want to do that yet. There's whatever. Yeah, I cannot go there, which means then we need to go to battle. So and then it switches to battle. So that's actually how really levels work within this game. That you need to first go through that like hacker grid, and then on that hacker grid, it like you switch stuff, and it's great because you don't need to walk through like stupid corridors of whatever, nothing, and like going from here and there. And it's very very intuitive and plays great into the roguelite mode. Like plays amazing actually. So I think this is.
Can you get the bear?
I think I didn't get the bear. I get the maid, the sword woman, and the strongbox, the black hole one. Oh, by the way, there's now we have the pet. He showers them with money. check this out.
It's amazing.
There's my battle pet, and he has the one ability which is like shower enemies with money, and it like does damage to them. He literally says like, "Behold the power of money" or something. See?
Oh yeah.
Bow to the power of money.
And with that in mind, we can wrap up.
Yeah, let's wrap up.
Jesus Christ, it's great.
The
battle is amazing. Okay, so
it's amazing.
Then the question is, when this launches, will it be bigger than Genshin?
Predictions, usual.
Yeah. So prediction about what? Like the monthly
First
revenue?
Month revenue? First month revenue. Genshin 153, Honkai 187.
Oi. So this will be 234.
So somebody want to do over 200?
Yeah, I'll take 300.
Okay, I'm unfortunately skeptical. I think we're
of course.
150.
150. Okay. Well, you know.
Yeah, because there's diminishing returns, and this is the last thing I wanted to mention. That I think, unfortunately, these guys are so good that they're only competing with themselves. Like that's the main problem.
There's a set amount of people. That's 4.2 million people that play this game. And the same 4.2 million that love all the games. So the market has gone larger.
So I'm predicting again, like both of the other two games will have like a downward spike because of the launch of the new game. And then the question is, what will be the overall like cumulative revenue of all three running the same together?
Impact.
Because I'm a little bit afraid now, because literally like I really want to switch into this, like from Honkai. Like I've seen everything that was in Honkai. I just would play this, and it's very like heavy. Like I mean, I really need to play it. Honkai, I can leave on my second monitor and leave it playing by autoplay. But this, I need to really like play, engage, have the like frantic combat.
You know how is this called? Playing a fucking game.
Yeah,
exactly. It's called playing a fucking game, not like looking at it, putting it on the autoplay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But it's amazing. Like it's really nice once you get into it. We'll see. But my guess is this will go much better on PC and console audience than mobile, probably.
100%. That's
you
why
want to
I
play
was
this
like,
on PC.
Yeah, I want to play. I want to play it on PC. You can play it
if you're on the road on mobile, but you want to play this on PC.
Yeah.
All
right,
console,
and with that note, time to wrap up.
Yeah. Yes.
See you around, and spoiler, new hybrid coming up next episode.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Thank you very much for listening. Please subscribe, join our Slack channel, and see you next time. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.